Hi, this is Winnie. I'm from Lengo, Africa. I am a coach, a life coach, passionate about helping people connect and express the potential that is in. And welcome to our second episode in our series, what we are calling What More. So last time in our previous episode, we talked about why sometimes potential really doesn't come out as easily as we would have wanted it to come out. And we said it takes a bit of daring because we said it's looking deep inside the upbringing and the biology. So your biology and our upbringing interferes really with our potential. And then we have to dig deeper beyond the biology and beyond the upbringing and the socialization to be able to find yourself so that you can be able to connect to really who you are and then be able to unleash what is in you. So what the gurus have been saying all these years is true, that there's potential, you have to think positive and all those things. It makes a lot of science sense. So then the question is, what happens if you really don't want to walk that journey? If you feel like, it seems there is no need, I'm okay. But there's also inside of you, there's a feedback. So how do you know that there's more that you need to do? Your biology also really helps a lot in you helping dig out if it is time for you to look what more to do. And how do you know? With the help of emotions. Your emotions are signals. And we've been told many times, don't be emotional. There was wisdom about that statement because emotions, you're not supposed to ride on emotions. Emotions are signals. Emotions point to you. They are like internal barometers, pointing your internal atmospheric environment. How are things inside? Are you really aligned with who you are? So that if you are out of alignment with who you are, or if you are not doing what you need to do, then you cannot be left. There will be signals, and those signals come out as emotions. So when you say don't ride on emotions, what is meant is that when you need to listen to the emotions and pick the message, don't ride with them. So that if they are negative emotions, it doesn't mean that you change yourself from a positive person to a negative person because the inside of you is sounding negative. No, it's just saying listen and understand what the emotions. So emotions are your messengers. And then, so how you need to know that you're not fully utilizing your potential or there's something more that needs to be done by you is what is the atmosphere inside of you. And the atmosphere inside of you could be, are you feeling a bit of emptiness? Or are you feeling like you're stuck in a rut? Remember, it's feelings. Feeling like, I know this doesn't sound like too much science, but that is a work of emotions. Emotions are your internal, they are language. They are the languages of your soul. They tell you how aligned or misaligned are you with your true self, because there's a true self. And we say this true self is so covered by either biology when you're so much thinking about surviving, fear, safety. And people will wonder, why now? Why is this message of potential so critical in this century? I think in this century because when there's relative peace in the world, because in an environment where there's a lot of conflict and turmoil, then the basic instinct for everybody is to look out for survival. But we say beyond survival, what is it then? It is paramount that now that there's peace, it is important to look at really what is the role. And so that is why you need to dig deeper. That is why this message comes to you at this time in the world. And it is a message that is resounding all over the world. People are thinking about purpose. What is my purpose? Because now that we are surviving, now that there's peace, now that we are here, why are we here? I think should be the critical question. What is my purpose should be the questions that we need to be answering. And these questions don't just come from outside. We say they come from in. And most likely we said it is through your feelings. What is your inner? So what is happening inside? Are you feeling a bit of, we said, feeling like you're stuck in the rut? Then those are signals that there's something more that you need to do. Are you feeling like you're feeling a feeling of emptiness. That emptiness that cannot be fulfilled by anything. And you see, when many of us feel this feeling of emptiness, another feeling of boredom. Maybe you're at work and you just feel so bored with everything. You wake up in the morning, a bit of those things of Monday blues. Those Monday blues are signals because those are feelings. They are signals. And you see, it's feelings. You need to learn to listen to your feelings. Don't ride on your feelings, so that if you're feeling angry, you don't have to just express anger. You need to understand, why am I feeling angry? Because the feeling of anger is telling you that something is out of alignment. And the feeling of anger, we'll discuss in another episode, is just about a bit of your justice. It is about the element of justice. You're feeling like somebody's not being fair, or there's some injustice, and those injustices bring out feeling of anger. So you need to pick the message and forget the riding on the feeling. So in this case, we are talking about what more, and you thinking of purpose and what you need to do beyond going to work to look for food and provide shelter and safety for your family. You need to also be involved in the bigger picture, in the picture of the common good. What are you doing to the overall, for example, so that if you feel like your job is caring for people and you are a nurse, then beyond really being a nurse, what really draws, what more can you do as a nurse? Because it is the what more bit that is more rewarding, and that is where the personal fulfillment comes in. It is in the what more, not just the ordinary and the survival. So if you're feeling of emptiness, and I know this feeling because I think, however, I have